What's up, guys? My name is Chris. I go by Daily Refinement on the internet. And in today's episode, I want to talk about building a $10,000 profit eBay sourcing cheat sheet. I'm going to update this every single Tuesday. So we're going to talk about which products to buy and also where to find them, because a lot of people have been asking me where to buy items, but that typically is not the hard part of reselling. Finding items is really just asking yourself the question, where do these items come from? Where is the origin? If you keep asking yourself that question, you'll find out where things come from, and over the course of a few months, you actually have more stuff than you can actually list. From my experience with resellers, the buying is the easy part. So I'm going to give you guys examples, and every single Tuesday I'm going to update this sheet. So you can access it for free at bit.ly/reseller instructions. I'll pin it in the comment section and just refer back to this because I'm going to put all the information from this year in this one document. That way we can keep track of all the different ways to do it. So we just started this sourcing sheet today. So obviously it's going to get really, really refined over time. So as you watch this series, you'll be able to develop which products to sell and all of the places that they're available. So I just ask in return, you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so other people can come to this channel and check out the content. So let's start with the overall theme of this. You want to move towards business to business. This is my opinion because it's easier. The transactions are much larger. So if you were to buy from businesses, the order quantities are going to be much larger. They're more reliable. It's more repeat business versus buying it one by one. If you were to go door to door and ask for goods, that would be the slowest way to get new inventory. The fastest way would be to work with businesses that already exist and buy goods from them. So even thrifting is a form of business to business because you're in a business of selling something. They're in the business of selling cheap items. It's very reliable. You can build a really healthy business on thrifting. I have that in here as one of the ways to get inventory. That's where most of my goods come from. So depending on what you do and what you sell, you need to figure out where it comes from. So an example of business to business is electronics recycling. It's probably the hottest category because there is no cost of goods sold. You can actually charge people to pick up their electronics or get it for free as long as you erase the personal data. I linked my friend Brooks. This is his store. He does between $2 and $5 million a year just selling electronics recycling. So you can take a look at that. You can reach out to him. If you want me to connect you, I will connect you. You just need certain licenses and certifications to sell that kind of stuff, but there's no cost of goods sold. Auctions is going to be one of the big things that are going to help people source. I'm going to put here as the top auction tip, if you can drive there and pick it up, it's a lot cheaper. So a lot of the shipping costs are often as much as the cost of the items. So let me know in the comment section below what other tips that you have with auctions, because this is going to be something everyone should utilize, and it's not going to get as saturated as going to the clearance section of Walmart because those local auctions are only available to you wherever you live. So if you can drive there and pick it up, that's pro tip number one. You want to break even as soon as possible. They always say try to look for one item in the lot that can pay for the whole thing. That sounds great. I don't usually find it to be that easy, but definitely try to break even as soon as possible so you can live another day as a reseller. Number three for the auction tips, I really do think you should have a YouTube channel to build a reputation and an audience. If I wanted to sell goods wholesale, I think I could do that with this many people watching this channel. So takes time to build a reputation, so start now. Here are some websites that people recommended this morning: auctionguy.com, auctionzip.com, CT is in Charles Thomas bids.com. There's construction cleanouts at purplewave.com. They're selling industrial equipment. This is also one of the top categories on govdeals.com, which we'll go over in just a second, which makes sense because a lot of businesses are going under right now. And please recognize when you go into business for yourself that 9 out of 10 businesses fail. And I think the main reason is because it's very difficult to get traffic in the door. Definitely not 9 out of 10 eBay businesses fail. In fact, probably 9 out of 10 eBay businesses succeed because you're not doing any of the hard work. You find something that somebody already spent millions of dollars creating and advertising. All you did was find it. So if you can find it and list it, that's all there is to it. Unless you're a part of the regular retail chain, there's no reason why you should fail as a reseller. So I recommend you do local searches for lots. So if you're listening right now, or on a podcast form, also, if you guys want to go to Apple iTunes and subscribe to my channel is called A Reseller's Life on Apple iTunes. So if you leave a review there and then email me a screenshot of your review, I'll send you a gift. So chris@dailyrefinement.com, you feel free to ask me questions. If you write me a long novel, I'll probably not read it, but if you send me a question or two, I'll do my best to help you out. But leave me a review on Apple iTunes. If you want to listen to the show there are no ads. So some people are really busy and they don't want to listen to the ads. Check it out on iTunes. If you want to listen to it on YouTube, I appreciate you guys listening through those commercials because it pays for me my time to build these guides. So use saved searches, ebay.com/myb/saved searches. And again, if you're listening to this is all in bit.ly/reseller instructions. Use saved searches to bookmark things that you commonly look for. For me, I look for the word lots, LOTS, within 25 miles of where I live. That way I can just go pick it up. That's like a huge thing. Within where I live, there's probably 10,000 different lots, and I'm looking for, again, like I said in the beginning of the episode, business to business. Government auctions is huge. Govdeals.com is fantastic. It's a fantastic place to find local auctions. If you have the capital and space, I might even flip one car or one piece of industrial equipment per week because it's really nice to make $1,000 profit on an item. So if you're trying to go for that $1,000 profit per week goal that a lot of people have, I talk about so frequently in my channel, it might just be one item per week, right? Look on govdeals.com, look for an undervalued car, truck, van, machine, buy it, go home, learn about the item, determine the market and sell it. If you're just selling 1 to 5 items per week that are $1,000 profit, you do need a little bit of space. You probably need at least a 2-car garage, but you can do really well with that really, really high average sale price. And again, if you're going to be so low, I recommend above a $30 average sale price. Highbid.com is really cool. Baggage auctions are really fascinating to me. You can DM my friend Mark Meyer. We did an awesome show about how to do auctions, and Instagram.com/Mark Meyer here. And I just want to point out one more thing, that I get a lot of emails saying, how come no one talks about where to buy things? They do. I would say most of the videos are where do I buy things. There's the haul videos. There's the thrift with me. I don't personally make those videos, but those videos are all about what to buy. Where to buy them is already set. If you are asking where do I buy things and you haven't done any homework, because you can find out where any item comes from by just asking yourself, where is this sold? You can find out literally where anything comes from. So just ask yourself that question, because that's a really interesting email to get, because it's just almost everything comes from somewhere. So police auctions are also quite interesting. Policeauctions.com. B-Stock, I'm going to do some more homework on that wholesale site because a lot of people use that. Collectibles, I like Mr. Buys a lot. This concept of running auctions every single week to your audience. I think Cincinnati Picker and Garage Flips, Shed Flips, if you guys follow those channels, they also sell directly to their audience. I need to learn how to do that. I'm not super good at selling to my YouTube audience when it comes to my products. You can go to my eBay store, but 97% of my eBay store is one-off buyers. They're not repeat buyers. They're just random people. I'm offering everyday value. So I don't really have super cool things to offer you like the people who run YouTube channels and do thrifting or storage units. Those stores are going to have really cool things like Harry Tornado. I know he can sell, easily half of his items to his YouTube audience. So I need to be a little bit better and learn about that. You can sell common recall items or product failures. This is key. You can search like Whirlpool's common problems for their dishwashers or refrigerators, and then you can start ordering those parts from Alibaba or AliExpress. You can make them yourself in the United States. You don't have to go overseas. This is huge, and it's one of those items that, it's the gift that keeps on giving. When you find something that's valuable and commonly breaks, you can actually charge more than the item. I've seen microwave plate replacements sell for more than the microwave. So just think about what you're selling and what you use every day. The two biggest categories are clothing and home goods. And between those two categories, I think there are more than 100 million SKUs. Okay, so there's plenty of stuff to sell. Just keep looking. Consignment, you can offer consignment. You could also buy from consignment shops. You can look at local marketplaces, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, LetGo, garage sales, community sales, church sales, fundraisers. I'm going to add this in here. Hustle at Home Mom, as you guys know, has become a new coach for our Facebook group. Hustle at Home Mom. And she's going to be doing coaching on Thursdays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you join our Patreon group through her, you actually get her garage sale guide for free. So our Facebook group has been up for a couple of months now. There's over 500 people that support our Patreon. And inside here, you're going to keep getting more information and more tips on how to grow your store. If you have any questions about returns, you can see there's probably over 90 people active on this every single day. So pretty remarkable. Garage sales is probably your highest margin thing. If you went to garage sales every single week year round, you'd probably make at least 20 grand just from Saturday. Okay, bring a couple $100. Look for undervalued items. Don't make any mistakes. Only buy things that you would pay $10 for. This is my sort of rule of thumb. If you wouldn't pay $10 for it, don't buy it. Because people will find things that are 10 cents, 20 cents and buy them thinking they can sell them for 12 or 13 bucks. That's okay, but if you're small and doing it yourself, your time is valuable. So would you pay $10 for something that you sell for $12? You wouldn't. So that would force you to up your average sale price to $20, $30, $40, $100. And then you can, not come home with a car full of stuff. You come home with just your back seat full of things that you'll actually list. So one category that's super hot is golf clubs. On fire. Every single golf course is really busy right now because it's like a natural form of social distancing. So you can work with country clubs to buy off-season or current season clearance. This store, Chris at GMCS, is one of the only stores that I've ever seen with 100% sell-through rate. So they're selling around 1,500 to 2,000 items per month, but they only have 1,600 items in their store. They sell 100% of their items every single month. That's extraordinary. And they have almost 100,000 feedback. The only reason they have any neutral or negative really is because of the post office losing their packages. This is one of the best sellers I've ever seen. So they have set up their sourcing, and you know how I said before that success leaves clues. If you look at their actual store, it will, I don't know why I can't link on there. Let's see, how do I get there? Okay, it says right here, GMCS brings the best used, new, and demo golf merchandise to eBay. We pick up our golf clubs directly from country clubs in the Northeast as a service to PGA pros and offer them to eBay buyers at huge discounts. They also are selling a bike, which is awesome. I love that. See, this is where, people ask me, should I have a different eBay store? Not really. Like this is clearly a golf store and it has a bike in it. Should you create a whole nother store for bikes? No, it's too much work. Like nobody cares. Again, 97% of buyers are buying one thing on eBay at a time. They're not frequently stopping by your store. So I really, really like this store. So I recommend if you want to go to the golf model, again, it's much easier to sell things to people with money than people without money. So if you're in the golf category, you're dealing with people who have extra income, and those people are easier to deal with. They don't have to grind you. So furniture, and I put Anthropologie in here because Anthropologie is a brand that sells their goods at Final Cut in Georgia and New Jersey. I used to buy stuff from the New Jersey location, but I lost my connection there. So if anybody is in New Jersey or Connecticut or up in the Northeast and they want to stop by this place, I'd be interested in getting some clothing lots from that location. Or if you're in Georgia, so you want to find places that are local to you that liquidate or outlets. Locally here, we got all of our furniture in our place from Pottery Barn Outlet, which is a fantastic place to get furniture for yourself and also to flip. I would say that our entire condo's furniture was under $1,000 for the entire thing. I don't think, the most expensive thing was the couches for $200, which retail for $3,500. But when I bought them, they had no legs, and there was some staining that was easily removed. And we ordered the legs on eBay for $80. So for $280, we got an incredible set of couches that literally retail for almost $4,000. So when you're a reseller, you should have amazing things for really cheap because you know where to find them. So always look for pre-owned, always look for outlets, always look for retailers. Discord and online arbitrage I'm going to get into this a little heavier in the upcoming weeks. Buying stuff from home is something that you need to do if you don't live in an urban area. So for me, since I live within 2 hours of more than 200 thrift stores, I could just do that. But even with that, I would prefer not to drive at all. I have a 1 mile commute. I'd rather walk or bike there and just order stuff that arrives. I would rather, even though I live in an area where thrifting is so good, I would rather not drive around in traffic looking for that kind of stuff. I'm also interested in setting up a dollar sale because I'm buying bulk. I know Resale Rabbit, if you guys follow him, he does big warehouse dollar sales. I think that's really interesting. People ask about drop shipping. I personally do not drop ship, but that doesn't mean it's not a good model. I know plenty of people who do it. I know people who do it poorly, and I haven't met too many people who crush it at drop shipping. There's just a lot of problems with traffic and cancellations that I'm not familiar with. You need to be very organized to do drop shipping. It's not a walk in the park. You have to really know what you're doing. It's a big organizational thing. I met Paul Lipsky, or I don't know if it's Paul Lipsky or Paul Lipsky, but Paul's a really nice guy, and he's like literally a lawyer that graduated at the top of his class. I'm not that smart. I can't run dropshipping. It's far too complicated for me to actually keep track of the numbers because you're doing such an extraordinary amount of volume. I'm working with a dropshipper right now, does $400,000 a month. I wouldn't even know how to keep track of that. That's literally thousands and thousands of transactions. He has a small team of VAs that helps him, and that's a totally different game. It's more like HR than reselling. Garage sales, again, this is going to be the top. I'm going to make this bold because it's where everybody should start. I'm going to do more stuff on Alibaba. So I'll put that in here, Alibaba. And then remember, Thomas.net, put down here is like a US version of that if you're looking for goods that are in North America. Thomas.net, goods in North America. And then, finally, wholesale, look for local dealers, ideally. You can drive there. Again, you're going to be better off than 99% of people who do this. So backing up again, there is a lot of stuff here, and we just started. I actually know at least 500 more ways of getting items into your store. Trust me, you will have more things than you can list. Okay, so be patient. Learn. The thing that makes this difficult is that there are so many different ways to find items to sell that it can be confusing. That's why I recommend you be a specific identity. Be a jeans seller. Be a knick-knack seller. If you want to sell weird cookie jars, be the weird cookie jar lady, and that would be something that's fine. There's the crazy lamp lady on YouTube that I think that's like her main thing. She's an influencer, plus she sells rare, cool things. If you want to be that model, stick to that model. Don't do that and then also be a golf club person, and then also be a microwave person, and also be a toaster person. If you're trying to be all those people, you're really being no one. Okay, so don't be a cloud. Okay, be a beautiful raindrop. Condense yourself into something that actually can do some productive e-commerce. So I appreciate you guys. Please smash the like button. Again, go to bit.ly/reseller instructions, and it'll show you the full guide. Before we go, I'm just going to give you the outline real quick of everything, and then we'll hop off. So I have the bookmark here. I have a 3-step plan for you guys to make $1,000 a week. That's free. Then I have my reseller help and resources. So I have a channel review, overview of what I try to do, my mastermind call, which I do Monday through Friday, my reseller field guide, which is basically how I run my business, $0 to $25,000 Facebook group. So I've been running this with Tech and Sports. If you just started or you make $25,000 a month profit, we can help you because we've seen it all, and he personally does that. He has a 29,000 item store. I would challenge you to stump him on a question that you don't know that about eBay that he doesn't know. Got some stuff that's free, more free resources, and then some supplies, all the different things that I found that actually help people succeed. I put in this supply chain or supply list, and then I'm going to put all the episode lists here for all my different episodes. So you guys, if you heard something that you want to go back and check out, it'll be in this guide for you. And then, like I said, there's going to be the heaviest emphasis this year is going to be on sourcing. So I'm going to try to partner with people that help you find the goods you need and then help you list the goods you need. And again, there's a lot of stuff in this. I appreciate you guys stopping by. You know, a whole lot of love from me went into making these guides. So until next time, guys, my ambition is your success and make progress daily.